fellows and lords, ladies and gentlemen, and also those who don't adhere to the binary. It is, of course, the great and glorious Nick here one more time. Quick report back of last night's performance, the charity pantomime I've been acting in. It actually went quite well. Okay, the first night with a small audience, the second night we're going to have a bigger audience, the third night the place is going to be packed. And I'm aware I made like 4 mistakes. Alright, but it was like nothing too major or consequential, or couldn't be like, you know, it was acceptable. You know, it was basically acceptable levels of errors. And I was almost word perfect. So I was actually quite pleased with my performance in general. And all the rest of the cast and the crew like performed perfectly, and it creates this wonderful atmospheric work of art. And it's just like wonderful. So yes, we have raised money for charity. We've got 2 more nights to go, and hopefully as we're carrying on building the following for this particular project, then we'll be able to raise even more money for more charities with the passage of time. Hopefully we'll just have to see how it works out. I mean, time is linear. I mean, I could easily do a little tarot reading on it, but you know, it's more practical to just get yourself involved with the people and to do the thing, and then good results will hopefully come. So I'm still feeling a little anxious, not quite as anxious as I was for the first night. I mean, like the kind of like mental journey I went on inside my head when running up to that time when I was going to go on stage and I actually had to remember everything was like, you know, just like so much going on. Like, you know, can I do it? Can I not do it? Am I going to do well? Am I going to do badly? Am I going to freeze? Am I going to forget my words? Am I going to go onto the stage and everything's going to go to pot? Is like this, that, and the other going to happen? Or, you know, it's just like, Nick, shut up. Just get out there and do it. And then recognize that it's probably going to be okay, and even if it is a complete failure, then it doesn't really matter, taking into account the, you know, the complexity and breadth of your life and the rest of that. And then I kind of like chilled out into it, and it just happened, and it worked okay. You know, I mean, when we're looking forward to things in life, which is just like a challenge, often our minds, like, you know, our minds have evolved in order for us to catastrophize. Our minds have evolved in order for us to look at all the different potential negative scenarios, and that's a good thing, because that can show you like all the ways in which things can go wrong, so you can then shore up, you know, protection against those things. But because that is like an emotional thing, it becomes more difficult for us humans to deal with, and we think that whatever it is we're afraid of is somehow current in the here and now, when often it isn't, but our mind is telling us it is. It's like when you've had an argument with someone, you might end up reliving it. But that doesn't help, and nor would it progress the situation between yourself and that person. You know what I mean? Because like deploying mindfulness helps you to look at the fact that the mind just carries on chattering. It just does. And learning to see that as being objectively different from, as it were, the core star of your thinking, that then helps you to manage it better. But that doesn't stop the, you know, the inner dialogue from going on. So in that respect, I suppose it was quite interesting to kind of like objectively look at it, almost like a case study of one, to see like what's really going on there. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll get back to doing things like tarot readings and Ouija board seances, and just generally freaking you people out with all of my strangeness in the very short-term future. And of course, always look forward to the beginning of October, when we've got the as it were, the Nick Dutch Sundays of Halloween Advent coming, as well as, of course, the actual final exploration, which I'm sure you've all been looking forward to since last Halloween. Speak to you in a bit. Bye for now.